we really need to talk about Phreak again. And I know a lot of people call me a Phreak fanboy, but today I really want to show you that honestly, Phreak joining the balance team is probably one of the best things that happened to League of Legends in 2023. And a lot of people just don't realize it. And today he posted a video called Patch 13.20 Preview, like he always does, which is really cool. And he had a message to tell us, which actually made me quite upset. So I'll let you listen to it first, then I'm gonna tell you my opinion on it.
The second section I will say here is that I am more or less going to quit social media for the immediate future. The amount of toxicity has risen so sharply that it's not worth me seeing the occasional useful comment amidst all the death threats. So, is what it is. Let's move on to the next thing.
Okay. Basically, Phreak gets more death threats than positive messages. Imagine you waking up in the morning, going to your porcelain throne, sitting down, taking your phone out, and more than half the things you see there are death threats towards you, your family, your loved ones. How would you feel? Tell me how would you feel? It's like, right? You see what I'm saying? So, okay, I want to clarify. I want to tell you my perspective on this topic subject. So, first of all, before Riot Phreak joined the balance team, right? Players were, toxic as always, right? Oh my god, the balance team does nothing. Oh no, they made this change again. Oh my god, I would balance the game better than they do. Okay, that's what people say. And yeah, balance team sucks, they said. Okay? They don't realize it's a hard thing to do. They don't realize the game is way more complicated than you think, actually. And they don't realize the people that balance the game, they do more than just balancing the game. They don't play the game 10 hours a day like a lot of players. They have a life, they have a family, they have a job. They need to go get health insurance, they need to drive car, I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean? And so, besides that, they also have access to stats. And those stats don't lie. And players don't understand that, It's like, if you see a Ramos in this video, actually, Phreak gave a good example. If you see a Ramos that's 52% win rate, and he's really good against ADCs, people kind of complain because 52% win rate. He should be 50%, but they don't realize that if you pick Ramos into a mage, he's useless, right? So it's like, okay, you see what I mean. Anyway, people don't know stats, they don't know graphs, they don't know. They're just tilted because they lost. And when people lose the game, they blame something. Blame the game, blame the balance team, blame Phreak because he joined the balance team recently, blame teammates, blame the other enemies because they are smurfing or whatever, and they just don't blame themselves. And I'll give you the example, what happened to me basically. I was hashtag diamond for 4 seasons, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I was hashtag diamond, and I just didn't know how to improve. I didn't kill much. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. But when I actually looked at the root of the problem, I noticed it was me. And after I actually looked at myself and tried to look at the mistakes I made, and I stopped blaming my teammates. I stopped blaming the balance team. I stopped blaming the game. I played the champion that I liked. I played the items that I want to buy. After I did that and realized I made so many mistakes in my games, I climbed. I got challenger for the first time, right? It's like League players right now just blame Riot Phreak, death threat him, because, Riven is broken, Cassante, broken, we can't play the game. Riot, what are you doing? I can't climb because of you. If they balance the game better, or if I was in the balance team, I would be challenger right now, right? And it's like, really? I think if League players changed the mentality, changed their mentalities, and actually looked at themselves, the root of the problem. They would see, okay, I made a mistake here, I would try to improve it next game. Oh, I made another mistake, me improve it, and suddenly they start climbing. Like, it's just insane how easy it is to fix this issue, and if people did that, there would be no more toxicity, right? And like giving feedback to Riot is really good, really important. Like if something is broken, sure, we need to tell them, okay, look, this is not okay, right? It's not Cassante. Oh my god, I hate that champion. He's my permaban. I hate him. I don't like him. Okay, he needs to be nerfed. Cool. But I don't go to Phreak and in YouTube comments I just death threat him, or on Twitter or Reddit, whatever. Or it's called X now apparently. So that's not helping. Because if you do that, guess what? He will stop reading every comment, the negative ones, the positive ones too. And now the balance in the game is going to be worse because we complain too much, right? And this happens to poor Phreak because, it's I always give this example with teamfight tactics. And in TFT, they have this beautiful man called Riot Mordog, and he's basically the face of TFT. And he takes all the blame, he takes all the flame, he answers all the questions, and everybody, if something is bad in the game, they are mad at him, right? And because of that, players are not mad at the balance team. They're just funnel everything into one person. So only one person has to suffer. And that's great. And in League of Legends, it's the same with Phreak. Now he has to suffer. But at the same time, a person has to suffer. That's not good, right? It's like, you just like the trolley problem. You pull the switch, one person dies instead of 5. That's a good thing, right? Because you had no choice anyway, right? But there's like a third solution to the trolley problem, aka stopping the train. And stopping the train here would be players stopping the hate, the negativity towards Riot, towards other players, towards the game. Especially because, we all play a free-to-play game. And nobody's forcing you to play. You didn't pay to play this game. You can't complain. You're playing something for free. You're getting free entertainment. And you complain. That's just crazy. I don't get it. And so it's like watching a movie that's free. And you don't like it. But you sit there for 2 more hours anyway. You don't just leave, right? And honestly, if we all just change the way we think, if we change our mentality a little bit, stop, like, do this like in the next ranked game that you play in League. If your jungler comes bot lane and he tower dives 1v2 and dies, do not open your chat. Do not ping, spamming your jungler. Do not spamming anything. Don't do anything. Just say, okay, it's fine, he hinted my lane, it's okay, but we are gonna try to salvage it from here. We go from here. Imagine you do that once. And then you see like, yeah, it's actually not that bad. Oh, well, we lost the game anyway, but at least I didn't lose my mind. I can go next game, be fresh, And you do that over and over and over, and suddenly you're not toxic anymore. You don't want to send death threats to Riot Phreak, to any Rioter, I guess, to any other enemy player. And you're actually improving. You're becoming a better player. And MMR, bad teammates, bad matchmaking, they are all excuses to the main problem, which is you. You should look at yourself and tell yourself that you're not perfect. You're making mistakes. And that's normal. We are all humans. I'm making mistakes. You're making mistakes. Everybody's making mistakes. Phreak is making mistakes balancing the game sometime, for sure. You think I'm happy with all the changes they make? No. They added durability patch to the game, like last year. It was great. And slowly but surely they introduce more damage into the game again, right? I'm not happy. But do I send death threats to them? No, I just keep playing the game anyway and I adapt. Because again, the game is free, like, they're not forcing me to play this. And so we just keep playing, we adapt to the game, when somebody makes mistakes in our games, you know, it is what it is. You can control teammates. We look at ourselves. Because if everybody looked at themselves, you know, those mistakes that allies make wouldn't be as big anymore, you know, and the league would be a better place, and everybody would be happy, and the balance to the game would be better probably, because you know they would be able to receive more positive feedback. And yeah, honestly, you know, one other thing I want to say is that people expect to climb easily in League of Legends, and you know, the moment you queue up for solo queue, League is more than a game. It's a journey to self-improvement, self-assessing, self-control. And if you're not prepared for this mentally, you're just gonna become like most League players. A toxic piece of garbage. See you next time.